Hi, it's Roger Coyne, founder of VecViz here, and we're going to take a look at a price target for NVDA using the VecViz app on the OpenBB workspace. According to OpenBB's price target widget, the highest price target for NVIDIA as of August 25th is $250 per share. That maps to an expected up body or expected value between the August 22nd closing price of just under 178 and our vector model 95th percentile of just over the 1 year forward expected up body of 245. That goes a year out. More aggressive in terms of upward price movement would be the 95th percentile upward, and you would get to 250 sometime between September 20th and November 18th. At the 99th percentile level, okay, so really a tail event, you could get to 250 as sometime between today and September 5th. So, but again, that's a 1% odd event. According to Sigma, 250 is somewhere between November 18th and February 14th at the 95th percentile level, and sometime between September 20th and November 18th at the 99th percentile level. And all these percentiles are, of course, mapped atop the vector strength histogram. And let's see what vector set is closest to that 250 level, and see if we can make sense of these percentiles in the context of that vector set. So let's take a closer look here. We have vector set 4 at 248.63, its highest vec level of 2.236. Let's see what that vector set looks like. Let's take a closer look at it here. Zoom in a bit. And so we see, yes, this is a vector set that was anchored by the October 22 low, January 25th high, and the April 2025 low. So connects those lows, goes up to the January 2025 high, and extrapolates forward. That January 2025 high carried forward to the present date in August is at 170.5, and the 1.5 times level is at 202, and the 2.236 level is at 248.63, which is quite near the expected up body 1 year forward. So nice correspondence there between those levels. We need to ask ourselves, is 250 achievable given the VEC events tied to this vector set and how they have evolved since the VEC dates that anchor them? So we see here the VEC events include AI data center dominance, fueling unprecedented growth, and our LLM that we source these VEC events from characterizes that as being a bullish, steady phenomenon for NVIDIA. Crypto bust, gaming slowdown, and rate hikes hit demand, and it's characterized as bearish and waning. And the pandemic gaming boom and crypto mining surge drive sales bullish and waning. And so you basically have on balance a bullish steady evolution of VEC events. And so yes, definitely would expect it to be in the upper area of the core, maybe a little bit into the leveled up area. At the tippy top of the leveled up area, that might be a stretch. Maybe we should check how these VEC events have developed since they occurred. We've brought into our workspace here NVIDIA's most recent conference call, which was as of May 28th. Let's take a snippet of that VEC event. And we will copy it and paste it into a JPEG that we could pull into the context of the AI Copilot. Bring it into the context for the Copilot. And we have a prompt ready to ask the Copilot concerning this. Basically, were any of the issues listed in the image discussed on the May 28th earnings call, and if so, what was the tone of management and analyst questions, and were there other themes or events of primary focus, and if so, what was the tone concerning them? So let's see what the Copilot says. And so, for example, if the Copilot tells us, yes, there were all these other really bullish things that came out, then maybe we will, reaching that 250 level at the very top of the leveled up section does seem more credible. If not, then we have to keep looking to justify it maybe. And so it's the Copilot saying that yes, several of these issues were discussed on the earnings call. Let's see here. So the call's discussion was fully consistent with the bullish characterizations. The crypto rate hikes, pandemic effects were not material topics. Other primary focus include product cycles, enterprise sovereign AI, networking verticals, all discussed with a bullish and confident tone. So there were some new things that came out. They have automotive and robotics mentioned there as well. And so, maybe this 250, as the expected up body indicates, is kind of credible. What about the, just the underlying earnings trajectory, though? Would it correspond to 250, that continued growth between 2002, rather an acceleration of the growth between 2002 and 2025 would be required to get to 250? And so we pulled in the historic income statement for NVIDIA. We have it loaded here by fiscal year. We have forward sales for NVIDIA pulled in. I'm sorry, forward sales as well. And what we did was we made we asked the Copilot to create a table to basically combine the historic and the forward. And the forward has a low and a, here's the revenue, low and high and mean value for forward sales. And what this chart does is it gives you up through 2024 the historic revenue, and then in the blue we have the low estimate, the orange is the median estimate, and the green is the high estimate. And just zooming in a bit, we see that there is a bit of a acceleration between 2022 and 2026, even in the mean estimate. And so maybe there is a case for 225 happening. It's not necessarily in the core of this trajectory, far from it. And this is a recent trajectory, but there's a path there via these new VEC events and even the mean revenue estimate.